Hey, what's up? This is Ghostbusters After Dark, and we're doing a 3D printing episode for you guys today. So everybody knows Ghostbusters After Dark, we talk everything Ghostbusters, but you know what? We also talk about prop building, okay, and 3D printing. Ghostbusters stuff. That's prop building right there. So we're here in my shop. In my house, in my basement. This is where I do all my Ghostbuster 3D printing at. And a lot of guys knows that I have a 3D print shop, Brian 3D Print Shop. We're on Facebook and we're also on Instagram now. And we're on TikTok, so you can look it up too. We have TikTok videos I post. But I decided to do an episode about 3D printing. I know I did videos talking about 3D printing, but we're actually going to show some stuff off here in the shop. Okay, guys. One thing here. Gamers. Who's a gamer here? Who always have controllers and they're like, put it down somewhere. Oh my god, I can't find my controller. Not a problem anymore. We built a gaming controller holder right here. We built the Marshmallow Man, and sorry about the paint. I'm not that good painting when it comes, but I am good 3D printing, and we did 3D print this. You put your controller on top of here. Never lose your controller again. Okay, I know that's not a prop. It's something you can use, but this is a prop that we did build. And here it is. A proton pack that we're working on right now. My wife wanted a proton pack, so I built one. Well, I 3D printed one. Just to let everybody know, this is all 3D printed right here. That's right. 3D printed. Everything here. Okay, just to let you know. That's right. Everything we're here 3D printed. We got another 3D print part right here that I 3D printed. And I know we got a lot of prop builders, but you know what? I'm a prop builder. Here's some stuff. It was 3D printed. I sanded and did some painting. I did primer. This is what you do. When you're building Ghostbusters stuff and you're painting, always do primer when you're doing 3D printing. You gotta do a lot of sanding, a lot of priming with primer paint, spray paint, and then a lot of sanding, then you paint again. And that's what I did here. Okay. This thing here cost me like $2 to make. Okay, I know a lot of people are like, I need stuff for Ghostbusters. I want stuff for Ghostbusters. And you go online and you're spending hundreds of dollars. I know a bumper like this, it goes for like $50. But you know what? $2 I made this, okay? $2 right here to make this. Not even, okay? Now, let's talk to everybody that got Spirit Halloween packs. I know you guys all got those Spirit Halloween packs. They don't look movie accuracy at all, but I got something for that. That's right. I 3D printed these. Yeah, sorry about that. I 3D printed these that you put onto your proton pack. Now, this one is for my friend Allie. She has a Spirit Halloween pack, a life-size one she gave me to work on. So I printed this. I actually did some sanding. I will be doing some priming later. And then more sanding and then black paint on it. So we will be doing that. So this pack here is all 3D printed. This is a separate piece right here. This is a separate piece. This is separate pieces. These two are separate pieces I printed. This right here is separate pieces. A separate piece. The pack itself is 3 pieces. 1, 2, 3. So the pack is actually 3 pieces. I am still working on it. So it'll take me a while. But you know what? I got something else I'm 3D printed and I'm working on. You already know who he is. And that's why we have Puker. That's right. I made a life-size Puker right here. I did it's got to do a lot of sanding on him. I did do filler because he was 2 pieces. Actually, it took. Okay, I started printing, and halfway through the print failed. But I'm like, I'm going to use it. So I did measurements, and here he is. You can see the line going around him. That's why. But I will be doing sanding and also painting with this. So we also got some other stuff we've been working on. You guys already know Frozen Empire. We made the sphere. We made some other stuff that we have. And they've been, because everybody knows, I'm also with a Ghostbuster group, the Montgomery County Ghostbusters. So I make a lot of their props. I'm the founder of the group. And I make a lot of props for our group. And so I made a spear already. And a holder for this is a second one I made that I'm working on right now. Okay. And also, I know a lot of people, they want to know what printers I'm using, okay? So I'm going to show you guys right here. Here's one right here. I'm using a Neptune 4 Max. It's right over there, the Neptune 4 Max. This baby right here is a Ender 5 Plus I am using. That's right. I built my first proton pack with this printer right here. I had to help with a guy named Andrew Leffer. He's with the Keystone Ghostbuster. He started printing and got me into printing. And I wanted to print big stuff because I like building a lot of props. So I bought one of these, and this is my first printer I've been using, the Ender 5 Plus. Printed a lot of Ghostbuster stuff out of this. Here we go. Second printer, another Ender 5 Plus, okay. I started printing helmets and a lot of other stuff. And I printed a lot of people like, can you make me stuff? So I had a lot of people asking me for proton packs. And just to print like half a pack or a third of a pack takes one printer. And it takes a week to print like a third of a pack. So having a second printer helped. I got a whole proton pack printed out in less than like 2 weeks. And sent it out to people who order packs for me. And my third printer right here, Elegoo's Neptune 4 Max that I talked about earlier. Got this baby, been using it, love it, okay. I can actually build that pack in less than 2 weeks, okay. Everything, and I can build it full size. That is 80% size pack. I'm going to tell you that now because my printers, my Ender 5 Plus is going to do 85%. But since I have the Neptune 4 Max, I can print 100%. And that's what I've been doing. So I've been using this, print a lot more packs now for people. Another thing, Puker, that's right there. I printed Puker on this printer. And I have a lot of prop builders. You know what? If you're watching these videos, watching this video, hit that, go into the comments and let me know what kind of printers you're using. And if anybody has any questions about 3D printing, Ghostbusters stuff, let me know. One thing, I have a lot of files that people need. I make a lot of files. And I know a lot of prop builders who do 3D printing, they have files. Also, you can go on to Etsy. People are selling files there if you want files. But that's where I get a lot of files. Etsy, Thingiverse, and other websites, or I make them myself. So, just wanted to be touched and do an episode of 3D printing. And that's it. This is 3D printing shop where all the Ghostbusters stuff I make is made with 3D printing right here. My shop. All my paints and everything. Also, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. I got another Puker right there. I'm going to be giving it away. Okay, so next video, watch it. And all my followers, I'm going to do a random pick. And you can win that Puker. So stay tuned. Keep on watching. Thanks for all my followers out there. And thanks for watching 3D printing episode.